Hello everyone, welcome to your timeless reading. This is going to be for the general collective, so no sign specific. We're going to go and lay down some tarot cards for you to see what's happening for you at this time. What is the message from the source? What do you need to know? What you need to be aware of? What are the challenges possibly? There's at the time when I'm reading is mid-May, and a lot of astrological changes are going on, a lot of activity, but not to go too deep in the astrology. I'm just going to focus on tarot and give you the messages that you need to know as a collective. We're going to start with your first oracle card for the general collective source. Please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Please also comment, share. It really does help the channel grow. I really highly appreciate it. For the general collective, you get peace as your first card. There's peace. And from the bottom of the deck, to the sea. Card number 23, peace, and 7, to the sea. A lot of you will find some kind of a comfort in solitude. A lot of you feel like you need to move away possibly from people and be on your own for a while and explore maybe things that you wouldn't necessarily explore if you were your original self or the way you were before this kind of urge came, that you just need to be on your own and do some things by yourself. A lot of you find a lot of comfort in being away from others, in being by your own. Even finding certain solutions for whatever challenges you have, if you just get away from the noise and kind of focus on just being. This doesn't necessarily have to mean that you would pack up and go somewhere where you could physically be away from people for a weekend or a week or two. It could be, but it could also manifest as taking some 10-20 minutes a day when you are just away from your family and from friends, and turning off your phone and just having that little space and time for yourself to meditate, to just be, to sit basically in an empty room and do nothing. Not watch TV, not look at the phone, not, interacting with anyone or anything, not looking outside of the window. It's just one of those where you just get few moments just for yourself in order to relax and kind of figure out what the day is all about, what the moment is all about, and just live in the now. It's pretty helpful for you to find solutions, find peace, find a way forward if there's any difficulties at this time that you're experiencing. Or in the end, this could come as an advice to do exactly that. Let's see what we have for the collective timeless reading. You get Judgment, 5 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Hierophant. I think you collective have stopped proving point to someone or to some people, group of people. I feel the energy of I know what I know. Even though you might actually get an opportunity to prove a point, you choose not to. Because you are so sure in what you know that it's redundant to try to prove the point, because it's so obvious, and or it's going to be so obvious for people that you were right, that this is a proper way to go about things. That's why we had the peace card at the beginning. I think you are in peace with yourself, with your knowing, with your, I wouldn't say also beliefs, because beliefs and knowing, I think, are two very different things. Beliefs are given to us by our environment, but the knowing is something that comes from within. So you have that knowing. But in this case, I think your beliefs now follow your knowing. This could also be that some of you are looking for the proper group to be with, the right group, the right soul tribe to be with. That where you are at the moment needs a bit of a fresher energy and fresher perspective to match yours. And I wouldn't say this is the reading where you are, again, it's you against the world. I just feel that you have, your belief system has changed or is changing at this time, where you see yourself with different eyes, you see the world with the different eyes, you see groups that you belong to, people that are around you on daily basis with different eyes. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It just feels that you're not willing to spend time and spend your energy on things and people who don't match your vibration. It's a sort of an aha moment for you, as well as the people and situations that are around you. That everyone in this equation understands, we're not vibrational match anymore. Therefore, there's no point for us to hang out together or to pursue something, some kind of a relationship, whether it's with the situation, relationship with people, relationship with whatever this is. Let's say spending time in a place that you just don't feel well spending time at. It's like, when you have a certain place and it feels like, oh, this place gives me creeps, I'm not feeling comfortable here, it's just not my place, I don't feel good at this coffee shop, or let's go to another one, or I don't like this and this person. I mean, you would necessarily not say that to someone that you're spending time with, or to your friend in that straightforward manner, but it's just you acknowledge that certain situations and places and people don't match with your vibration anymore, and why would you then push yourself to and sacrifice yourself in a way to be there if it just doesn't, it's not part of your story anymore. It could be that you're rewriting your story, what your mission and purpose is in the end. Also, if we're talking about from the perspective of, let's say, a person, a group of people, or situation that is attached to you, in this case, that they are having also some kind of an epiphany about your energies not matching. And if it's person or a group of people, I feel that there's first this urge to fight for it. to stay the way it is at the moment, because for them it works. But there's also a need to, with this Judgment card, to kind of become a better person, to change something, to reorganize their thoughts, something. It's just to change something so this would work out in the end. So you would kind of continue, but in a different way, in completely different way. What the challenge here is commitment to the change. From either the sides, from your side or their side. The challenge is to commit to this change, to become a better person, to communicate clearly, to communicate in different way, to match each other's standards even. What is also challenging is where your values don't match at this certain moment, but there's a desire to match those standards. Whether that desire will be fulfilled, it's another story. But I feel for my collective that you know your worth and value. You know your opportunities. You know the way forward. There's no question about it. It, unfortunately, at this point does not include the place where you're at, the people that you're with, or the situation that you are in. It requires that 5 minutes alone, 10 minutes alone. It requires that you are away for a while from this people, persons, situations, or places that you are at, in order to kind of get your ducks back in a row and figure out, does this match your values, match your vibration? Does it match what you represent, what you know you are, what you bring to the table? Whether you're willing to be open to negotiate and have them match your vibration, or whether you're ready to just let everyone and everything go and start from scratch. You got a opportunity here for a second chance for yourself, but that doesn't necessarily mean that what you have now will follow you there. That's the only thing. Okay. Well, there's gonna have to be some decisions made sometime soon, if not already now. Let's get you an oracle card to close out the reading. You get wisdom. For my collective, wisdom is your heritage. Seek knowledge and preserve it. I think it's nowadays all about moving away from whatever you are in, wherever you're at. Take a step back, reevaluate, and then move forward. You're always going to be wiser when you just move away, take few steps back and just feel the situation, and then you will be able to make right and wise decision for yourself. That's what I have for the collective. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Please hit the like button. I really do appreciate the channel growing that way. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.